What's going on, guys? Antonio here. Do me a favor, hit that thumbs up for me, and let's get into it. All right, so we're on TMZ Hip Hop. They have TMZ so big now, they got different little sections because they got their main TMZ and then they got TMZ Sports and obviously, like I said, TMZ Hip Hop. But here's this story that they have. I also saw academics had this as well. Tupac's estate threatens to sue Drake over AI vocal on tailor-made diss track. Okay, Tupac Shakur's estate is laying down the law on Drake, threatening to drag him to court for using an AI-generated version of the late rapper's voice for a diss track aimed at Kendrick Lamar. TMZ has obtained the cease and desist letter fired off by the attorney for Tupac's estate, Howard King, and it calls out Drake for the AI verse on Tailor-Made Freestyle, saying not only is the record a flagrant violation of Tupac's publicity and the estate's legal rights, it is also a blatant abuse of the legacy of one of the greatest hip-hop artists of all time. I agree with that. Tupac Shakur is one of my favorite hip-hop artists of all time. Now, that being said, I've listened to the Tailor-Made Freestyle a few times. I thought it was cool. I thought Snoop's reaction, he put a video up on his Instagram, and his reaction to it was hilarious because he was like, why is my phone blowing up? He said everybody started calling me. And I mean, I don't know anybody that thought, I mean, obviously Tupac is dead, but nobody thought Snoop rapped on Drake's track. And even though, yes, the AI technology, it's come a long way. I thought Tupac's verse on the Tailor-Made Freestyle, it had the tones of his voice, but at the same point in time, it sounded like Drake, which that's what it was. Drake rapped, and then he put his vocals through a Tupac filter, and that's why it sounded like that. But obviously, he did the same thing with Snoop, and I thought Snoop's vocals sounded very similar to the real Snoop Dogg. I've seen Snoop in concert live. It was awesome. At Starwood Amphitheater with 50 Cent and Busta Rhymes. It was dope. But yeah, Snoop didn't feel no type of way. The other thing I saw, Suge Knight, if you ever watch Collect Calls, Suge Knight's podcast, you know, Suge Knight's doing what, 28 years in the penitentiary. But he cut this podcast deal, and I think the money's going to his kids. But he got the podcast, the Collect Call podcast, and he just dropped a new episode, and he was not happy at all that Drake did this. He was hot, and he felt like that was very disrespectful to use Tupac's and I see some, you know, I'm in some hip hop groups and different things, and some of my friends on Facebook was like, oh, Drake was a cornball for doing that. I thought the flow was now Push Ups was just a dope track. I love Push Ups, was great, but you know, obviously he's waiting on Kendrick to respond back. He puts out the Tailor-Made Freestyle. Academic starts playing that, you know. I thought, like I said, it was cool to hear Tupac's voice on the record, but I also think that some of this AI stuff is going to lead, it's opening Pandora's box, because there's a couple of people that have made AI Kendrick Lamar disses. And one of the guys, I can't even remember the guy's name because he makes videos on TikTok and stuff, but like No Jumper and a couple other places, he was so thirsty because he knew he was making an AI Kendrick Lamar track. So he was like, okay, I'm gonna put it out, but I'm not gonna put my name on it. When he dropped it, everybody was listening to it. All the other Kendrick Lamar, there was a fake AI Drake diss from a couple weeks ago, and people was like, yeah, that's AI, mom. and it sounded real choppy. And there's a second Kendrick Lamar track called Owl Hunting, and it sounds choppy. It doesn't sound like it has Kendrick Lamar's voice, but it doesn't quite sound right where I'd immediately listen. But the I wish I could remember the other guy's song. His was the one that was actually Academics played his version. And he was so thirsty for clout. He was like, no, that's me. And he put out a video showing how he recorded. He also did a Kanye West AI, and the Kanye West one didn't sound good. But his Kendrick, it sounded dead on. They could have said that was now. The only thing was some people saying the bars was trash, and the producer, he was laughing because Drake was laughing, and one of Drake's producers was laughing at the AI track. It was like, man, if that's what he's doing, that's gonna be a light pack, So they were laughing at it. So I don't like I said this AI stuff. But that was the whole point. A lot when Push-Ups came out, Drake didn't have it on streaming platforms, and Rick Ross put his Champagne Moments. He put that out immediately, right? And they said that's the biggest song. It did like over 700,000 streams on Spotify, and they was like that's the biggest debut of a Rick Ross song ever. And then now they just came out and said Push-Ups. It broke records on Spotify and it actually shot to number 1 on Apple Music. Push-Ups by Drake, now that he has it on streaming platforms, it's going up. It's going like the amount of streams it got on YouTube before. I can only imagine how many more streams it would have done if Drake had put it on a streaming platform. But it had a couple of samples he had to get cleared and stuff like that. He's never going to put the tailor-made freestyle. He's never going to put that out because you'd have to clear it through Snoop. You have to clear it through Tupac's estate. You have to cut him a check, all that kind of stuff. There's all that stuff going on. So that's never going to happen. He just put it out just to get the social media buzz going, and obviously Academics gassed it. So, like I said, this is, I don't see much going on, as far as that. This is, I understand them having to protect the rights of the estate, but Drake didn't put the tailor-made freestyle out to to profit off of it. That or he would have reached out and cut a check or something, and because you can pay somebody, you're like, hey, I'm gonna do this AI thing, boom, and then they would have just cut a check. But that's what it is. I understand from a legal standpoint why the lawyers got involved, but Drake was never going to try to monetize this. He was just trying to get people talking like I'm doing now. So that's what it is. If you listen to Push-Ups or Tailor-Made Freestyle, or you like Kendrick Lamar's verse on Like That, any of that kind of the weird Kanye West remix where he's this, all the stuff that's been going on the last few weeks, get in the comments. Let me know what you guys think. Give me a follow. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Instagram. I'm on X. I'm on Threads, all at Ikari Press. And if you type in IkariPress.com, it will take you to my comic book brand, Way of the Gun. I've got the link to that and the link to my Gumroad in the description if you want to check out some of my other projects. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm out.